top of the world, and now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Hi, it's Ann Perry. Thanks so much for joining me again today. This is the 7th out of a series of 9 videos I've created for you, helping you to understand the energy of which day you're born on. Now, this could be born on any day of the month. Today, we're going to be talking about if you're born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th of the month, all equaling a 7 energy. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about what it is to be born on any of those days, stick with me. All right, let's talk first about what does the day of birth actually reveal about us. Well, the day of birth actually reveals an added gift of potential to your life experience. It actually produces what's called a sub-lesson to your life path. So it's an influence that has to be learned in this lifetime. And it's the number which is behind the life path acting as the support. So it offers us clues as to what it is we agreed to learn in this lifetime. So I often use myself as an example because who do I know better than me? So I was born on the 25th day. So that produces a 7 energy. And in my particular case, my life path number is also a 7. So the 7 energy is all about being the spiritual teacher. So it really supported my need to become the spiritual teacher. All right, so what are the positive characteristics of the number 7? Well, the number 7 is somebody who's working on issues around trust. So this is somebody who trusts their innermost feelings, okay? They really trust their gut feelings. They trust their intuition. They trust enough that they can open up their hearts to other people without the fear of being rejected or hurt. They're willing to take emotional risks, and they'll share their feelings quite easily with other people. So as with any number, there's always a positive side to a number, and there's the negative side of the number. So with respect to the number 7, this is somebody who can be overly introspective and very difficult to reach. 7s like a lot of time and space by themselves, but sometimes they become lone wolves, right? And they kind of hide out by themselves a little too long, and they disconnect from people. So sometimes they have difficulty trusting themselves. And others, they tend to overthink everything. They're full of self-doubt because they second guess themselves all the time. They'll lack faith in the universe to provide for them, and just the way that things will roll out in a divine way. The 7s have a bit of an issue with that if they're operating the negative side of it. They can be very overly analytical, which makes them no fun to be with. Trust me. Did I mention I'm a 7? Okay, so let's take a look at the example of the positive and the negative potential of the 16th birthday, because remember, the 16th operates at the energy of the 7, the 1 and the 6. But for those of you who have followed me for a while, you know that I just can't look at the fact that you were born on the 16th and figure it that it's a 7 energy. There's more to it than that. There's actually at play in it. There is the 1 energy, and there is also the 6 energy. So in this case, we're looking at the 1. So the positive energy that's coming from the 1 is somebody who's very independent, very creative, ambitious, and driven, very inspiring, and they're very secure within themselves. The 6 energy over here is someone who sees the big picture. They're very forgiving. They're very patient. They do excellent work without feeling the need for recognition. They don't fall into perfectionistic type attitudes. They accept themselves. They accept others. They're very caring, very nurturing people. They're very non-judgmental. Now, the negative side of being born on the 16th is someone with the 1 energy here, someone who could be a little overly dominant, a little controlling, arrogant, codependent, lazy, insecure, inhibited, and maybe just a little aloof. The 6 side of it brings out sometimes the need to be hypocritical, someone who might be judging themselves and others against perfectionist type standards. They hold the bar really, really high, especially as it relates to their family. They get lost in the petty details. They get really caught up in the drama. They've got a real need for control. They'll take on way too much responsibility because remember that the 6 energy is all about responsibility. Sometimes they become a little bit too meddlesome in family matters. So if there's a bit of drama going on, you can be assured there's probably a 6 influence going on somewhere. All right, let's take a look at the 25th day, which also equals to a 7 energy. So the 2, again, that's somebody who's very cooperative, very balanced, very much a team player. They're quite supportive and caring. They're very sensitive to other people's needs, and they need to be of service. The 5, the positive side of the 5, is someone who uses their multifaceted talents in a really focused way. They're not scattering their energy all over the place. They apply this energy with a lot of discipline to achieve whatever it is they're trying to achieve. They like to achieve independence because the 5s are all about freedom and independence. So they'll work really constructively and very, very in a positive way for that. They've got a great sense of adventure, very healthy risk takers. They know their limitations and they work really hard so that they can enjoy the freedom that they so desire. The negative side of that is that the number 2 can be a little bit domineering, arrogant, codependent, lazy, a little insecure, maybe a bit inhibited and somewhat aloof. The 5, of course, says that they'll swing from extreme dependence to independence and back again. They've got very scattered thoughts. They just can't get their focus on anything. They're trying to do too much all at the same time, and they'll often blame others for their shortcomings. They'll often battle with addictions because the 5 is a very addictive number, and they have a hard time recognizing their limitations. And so there you have it. That is the energy of the 7. If you're born the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th, this video pertained to you. I hope that you'll share it with anybody else it might pertain to as well. So I'd love to keep in touch. I am AnnPerryNumerologist.com. I have a free exclusive video that you cannot get just on YouTube. You have to sign up for it. It's available on my website. It's called 3 Things Your Date of Birth Can Reveal About You. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm active there every single day teaching you something new about numerology. And I have a new course. Yes, I do. It's a 4-week experiential course. It's like a reading that goes on for 4 weeks where you and I get together once a week for 2 hours live. Okay, so we can really explore your soul's contract. So check it out at www.annperrynumerologist.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.